Hello, my fam! I literally just got breaking news right before I went live. So we're gonna learn about this together, digest it, analyze it, and discuss it. First, a welcome. My name is Perez Hilton. I am the original influencer. I stream live on YouTube every weekday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. And I am going to switch the live chat to members only. I launched memberships on YouTube, and I really appreciate my members, and making the live chats for members only is a great way to express my gratitude to them, like Bianca. And if you can't watch me live and you're a member, enjoy the replay. Everybody can watch the replay. Thank you for joining me, Ryan. Ryan and Bianca both are members. Excuse me, I just burped. Both are so amazing. And I go live every weekday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, right here on YouTube. All right. Let us look into this Brandi Glanville situation. I just saw this. I haven't even read the article yet. I'm sure many of you know Brandi Glanville is a former reality TV star, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills alum. No, she's not suing him. Okay. She's threatening to sue him. Somebody said she's suing him. Brandi Glanville threatens to sue Andy Cohen. I need to change the headline. How are you, Ryan? And how are you, Bianca? All right, let's see here. Okay, Brandi Glanville is putting Bravo's parent company and others on notice that she's prepared to take them to court over this whole girls' trip drama she's been roped into, and lays out her grievances in no uncertain terms in a letter that her attorneys just fired off. The Real Housewives star has lawyered up with the likes of Mark Garagos and Brian Friedman, big shot lawyers in Hollywood. Brian Friedman is my lawyer. He's expensive. He's really grown. Wow, amazing. And they sent NBC Universal a demand letter Thursday that threatens a lawsuit on behalf of their client, and they're telling the network to preserve all potential evidence as Brandi prepares for what could be a messy legal battle. The letter, obtained by TMZ, spells out exactly why Brandi is considering suing here. And according to her legal team, she feels like she's been chewed up and spit out by Bravo and all other parties involved in producing and airing a show that makes them millions. They're strong, writing, quote, over the past year, Miss Glanville has been subjected to a vicious media campaign based on false allegations of sexual misconduct. The false narrative, which NBC and Shed Media have apparently decided to foment, arises from Miss Glanville's experience on Ultimate Girls Trip Morocco. Her attorneys add, while the experience has been a nightmare for Miss Glanville, it is far from the first time Miss Glanville has been used and abused by NBC, Bravo, Warner Brothers, and Shed Media. Indeed, Miss Glanville has long been taken advantage of by the institutions with which she is indelibly tied personally, professionally, financially, and in the public mind. Brandi's lawyers claim that while she's been loyal to NBCU over the years, She's only received mistreatment in return, including this latest saga with fellow housewife Carolyn Manzo, who recently sued Bravo, claiming she was the victim of sexual misconduct from Brandi during the filming of Girls Trip Morocco. But Brandi Glanville defends herself here. Long story short, Brandi's attorneys say that Caroline's narrative of being forcibly kissed and groped by Brandi during the filming of that show was actually consensual, which with Brandi's team claiming Caroline was inviting that sort of behavior, which she also alleges was facilitated and even encouraged by producers during the filming. There's another salacious allegation that Brandi's attorneys float in this letter they sent, evidence for which is not attached in their correspondence, that invokes the name of Andy Cohen. Brandi's team claims that in 2022, Andy subjected Brandi to sexual harassment by sending her a video, one in which she claims he boasted of his intent to sleep with another Bravo star that night, and allegedly inviting her to watch it all via FaceTime. All right, I'm going to continue here, but I wouldn't call that sexual harassment. He's not harassing her. He's just he's crossing the lines and being inappropriate. You know, he probably viewed her as a friend, and that's what you would tell a friend, not a colleague. He crossed the line. He was inappropriate. Anyways, back to this article. It says, her attorneys characterize her role in all this one of a sacrificial lamb, and they say Brandi isn't going to take it anymore. So she's telling Bravo and company to get ready to go to battle. She hasn't sued just yet, but it sounds like she's ready to go to war if they can't resolve things outside of court. All right, what are the grounds? What are the grounds? What are you suing for? I don't see a single claim. Like, what would you sue for? That's the weakest letter I've ever seen. Gonna talk about it on the podcast. You guys get a preview of what I discuss on the podcast. I mean, I would want to watch Andy Cohen hook up with a Bravo celebrity, and I would secretly record it. If he would be dumb enough to FaceTime himself having sexy time. I don't believe that. Like, do you really think, like, that just seems far-fetched. Andy, for his part, has responded. He took to Twitter to say, quote, the video shows Kate Chastain and I very clearly joking to Brandi. It was absolutely meant in jest, and Brandi's response clearly communicated she was in on the joke. That said, it was totally inappropriate and I apologize. All right. I could see that. He was joking. Okay. All right. Jesus. The big story today is Wendy Williams. I'm guessing you all have heard by now. Wendy Williams' team has released a statement. Let me read it verbatim because I don't want to misquote her diagnosis. Wendy Williams' team says that after undergoing a battery of tests, she was recently diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia, and primary progressive aphasia. Aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. I mean, dementia is bad, but I think frontotemporal dementia may be even worse. I just did a Google, and let's see. Frontotemporal dementia is an umbrella term for a group of brain diseases that mainly affect the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. These areas of the brain are associated with personality, behavior, and language. In frontotemporal dementia, parts of these lobes shrink, known as atrophy. Well, maybe that's a little good. Does that mean it does not affect memory? Personality, behavior, and language, but not memory. Let me see. Frontotemporal dementia, memory. And yes, I saw that, Ryan. Wendy's niece also was on Good Morning America. This is interesting. Oh my God, look at this. Memory loss tends to be a more prominent symptom in early Alzheimer's than in early frontotemporal dementia, although advanced FTD often causes memory loss in addition to its more characteristic effects on behavior and language. It's just so sad because Wendy is only 59 years young. And yes, this is the same issue that has been affecting Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is older. He is 68. Wendy is 59. And I'm just so sad for her because not only is she battling this, but she's battling it alone. Bruce Willis is blessed to have his wife, his ex-wife, who's still in the picture and cares for him, his 3 grown daughters, and his 2 younger daughters as well. He's surrounded by love and expert care and family. And Wendy is not. Sometime last year, Wendy Williams' bank intervened, alleging that she was being taken advantage of financially. My theory is it had to have been her son, right? Her son was probably taking advantage of her finances. He effed up. As a result of that, the bank went to court and they asked for, or the court determined that Wendy needed a conservator, a person to oversee her life. And yes, as Ryan mentioned in the comments, having frontotemporal dementia and drinking on top of that makes things real rough. I keep seeing clips of this 2-part docu-series that airs on Lifetime. It premieres this weekend. And the mental decline is so severe and obvious. It's so sad. Kara's YouTube. I was going to get to that. Thank you for subscribing, first of all, or becoming a member. Did you just join today? I think so. And I'm going to absolutely discuss this. Thank you, Kara's YouTube. You are a superstar. Your support means so much. I will talk about Selena Gomez next. Yeah, you just joined. You're not even showing up under as member. Bless you. Oh no, maybe you didn't join, and you just gifts come through. Either way, appreciate your support. Let me finish up Wendy Williams, and then we will talk Selena Gomez because I have some thoughts. Actually, let me. Okay, I just updated the headline of this. Don't read the headline because it'll spoil my Selena Gomez take. Oops. Yeah, I'm so concerned for Wendy because she's got this shady manager. I don't know if I trust this manager of hers. Her manager is also her jeweler. Her jeweler? What the F? And she's been in this care facility since April of last year. Does she have unlimited resources? Being in a care facility for almost an entire year? That's probably not cheap. You know, those things cost a lot of money. Does insurance cover those things? And she has no contact with her family. Very limited when she wants. Ryan mentioned Wendy's niece, who's been doing all of these interviews, and I did some research, and her niece is a reporter, a news broadcaster in South Florida. Because I was watching and I'm like, wow, she's so poised and articulate. Somebody give her a podcast. She's so good. She doesn't need a podcast. She's already on TV. So I wish all of Wendy's loved ones well. And I wish Wendy healing, to be cared for with love. Sad. All right, Kara's YouTube, per your request, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Selena Gomez released a new song today, which I would love to play for you all, but I can't because YouTube will flag that as copyright content. But when you're done watching this, go listen to the song if you haven't yet. And if you have, here are my thoughts. I am so disappointed. It's so basic. I don't hate it. I like it, but it's so generic. It's so blah. It's so sleepy. It's background music. Like I could hear it in the elevator or the doctor's office. It's got no point of view. Anybody could have released it. And I had the same issue with the last song. Like, what is she trying to tell the world? What is she trying to communicate? Like, nothing. These songs are wallpaper, like, so disappointing. And I love Selena Gomez's music. Her songs are bops. Even the down-tempo songs, like, I needed to lose you to love me. That was a bop. It was a ballad, but a beautiful, powerful, personal song. Like this song, there's nothing special about it. I want to like it, and I do, but it's disposable. And I know she has it in her to do better. I doubt it'll even perform well on the charts. Like, are people going to want to stream it a lot? No, it's so boring. Those are my thoughts. Kara's YouTube, do you have any thoughts? In other news, another big story that you may not have heard about. Well, actually, let's talk music a little bit more, and then we'll talk about that other story. Beyonce, congratulations to Beyonce. Her new song, Texas Hold'em, is #1 on Billboard's Hot Country Songs. The first black woman ever to be #1 on that chart. I don't love that song either. I also think it's very generic. I like it. It's much better than the Selena one. Way better than the Selena Gomez song. But country music is all about the lyrics. You know, they tell stories and they connect. I like country music. And to me, that's a pop song with country flourishes. It's not a country song. It missed the mark. But it's enjoyable. It's ear candy, you know? But congrats to her. It's doing well for her. Also, Bad Bunny kicked off his new tour last night in Utah. And this one Latino outlet called Me Too, Me Too. I know Kara's YouTube. Single Soon was so generic. And I love Selena. I'll be single soon. I didn't like that song either. Oh, well. This is my reaction to that. Anyways, Bad Bunny kicked off his new tour, Kara's YouTube. If you want to, consider becoming a member. I would love to chat with you daily. You've already been so kind to generously give 2 super chats, and a membership is $4.99 a month. And like I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, I live stream on YouTube every weekday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, and it's member-only chat. Their support means so much. So please consider becoming a member if you can. So this one Latino outlet was making fun of or calling out Bad Bunny for not having a sold out show. There were a handful of tickets left, hundreds of tickets left, but it's an arena, you know, hundreds of tickets left, no big deal, especially because the show was in Utah and that's not Bad Bunny's core demo. What do I mean by that? Obviously, Bad Bunny is so massive that he's got fans from all over the world and people that don't speak Spanish. He records almost exclusively in Espanol. But while he might have fans that appreciate his music that don't speak Spanish, I would guess my educated assumption is that the majority of people going to his concerts are Spanish speakers, okay? And Utah does not have as big a Latino population as other states like California, Texas, Florida, Nevada, Arizona, Illinois, you know? And not only that, the Latinos that do live in Utah, I would also make an educated assumption and guess that not the majority, but a lot of the Latinos in Utah are Mormon. Utah is the Mormon Mecca, the Mormon capital of the world. And I would guess that Latino Mormons are not going to see Bad Bunny in concert. You know, the non-Mormon Latinos are going to see Bad Bunny in concert. But I still think, you know, it's going to do very well. And tickets were so expensive. That also might have something to do with it. Bianca, I am a Bad Bunny fan, but I did not watch his Coachella performance. But I love Bad Bunny. Frankie, yo perreo sola. Or that Monaco song was so massive last year. Do you like Bad Bunny, Bianca? I agree, Ryan. Yes, it is. Very, very religious. It was odd for him to kick off his tour there. All right, finally. Y'all remember that tragic story, the situation of that cinematographer that died on the set of that Alec Baldwin movie? Well, prosecutors allege that the armorer, the woman responsible for the guns on set, was high on the nose candy, the cocoa, the cocoa. You know what? Can't say it on the YouTube because, they have AI that reads all of this and flags inappropriate things. Wow. She's only 25, still young, but when this all went down, she was 21, young, but old enough to know better than to get high on the clock. You don't do things like that while working. And now a woman is dead and she is responsible. Alec Baldwin is not responsible. She is responsible. Okay? I read that today and just wow, wild. All right, let me open up the comments section for a minute or two. I really, really appreciate everybody that watches. I know that not everybody can get a membership. So thank you for your support. All right. If you have any questions before, I'm having trouble making the change. Weird. YouTube is acting up. We had trouble saving your video, retrying in 5 seconds. Oh, well. There we go. I did it. Okay. Member only mode is off. Everyone can chat now. If y'all have any questions, I am happy. Hey, Erica. Good to see you. Were you watching the whole time? Appreciate you. I stream live on YouTube every weekday at 7:30 p.m., 4:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. And the chat is member only. Fly Girl, did you just get here? Or were you watching the whole time quietly? Fly Girl is a member. She gets the little badge. I appreciate you so much. Hey, Michael. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Hey, Alexa. Hey, Brittany. I would love that, Brittany. People keep telling me that. I don't know if they want me. Hey, El Lamahadi. Hey, Platinum Blondie. Hey. Why does it have to be one or the other? I'm for peace. Hey, your fave. Hey, Archie's Show and Tell. Hey, Halifax Angel. Aw, thank you. You guys, I love chatting live with everybody that's a member. Yes, your boy's hustling. So if you want to chat with me, consider becoming a member because my daily live streams are member-only chats, all right? I am going to log off now, but I will be back tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. Appreciate you, Ryan, and everybody else. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.